the reasons smart people overthink, and what to do about it. Have you ever noticed that the smartest people you know are often the ones who can't make a simple decision? They analyze every option. They rewrite the same email 4 times. They lie awake at 2 a.m., not because something went wrong, but because something might. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Overthinking isn't a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of intelligence. And that's exactly what makes it so hard to escape. Your brain is a prediction machine. Its entire job, evolutionarily speaking, is to anticipate problems before they happen. The smarter you are, the better your brain gets at this job. You can simulate more scenarios. You can spot more risks. You can imagine failure in higher resolution than most people. For most of human history, that was a survival advantage. But in modern life, where most threats are social, professional, or completely imaginary, that same ability becomes a trap. Psychologists call it rumination, the mental loop where you replay a situation over and over without ever reaching a conclusion. Research from the University of Michigan found that people with higher IQs are significantly more prone to it. Not because they're anxious, because their minds are too good at generating new angles to consider. When you face a decision, real or perceived, your prefrontal cortex activates. That's the part responsible for planning, reasoning, and analysis. In most people, once a decision is made, the brain moves on. But in overthinkers, the prefrontal cortex stays engaged. It keeps running the simulation. It keeps asking, but what if I missed something? And here's the cruel irony. The more you try to think your way out of overthinking, the deeper you go. Because you're using the same tool that created the problem to try to solve it. So if thinking harder doesn't help, what does? First, set a decision deadline. Overthinking thrives in open time. Give yourself a specific window. I will decide by Thursday at noon. Not because it makes the decision better, but because it tells your brain, this loop ends here. Second, name what you're actually afraid of. Most overthinking isn't about the decision in front of you. It's about one fear underneath it: failure, judgment, regret. When you write it down, you shift it from an abstract threat to a concrete problem your brain can actually process. The fog doesn't disappear, but it shrinks. Third, use your body, not just your mind. Physical movement literally interrupts the rumination loop. A 10-minute walk, slow, deliberate breathing. These activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the biological off switch for your threat response. You're not distracting yourself. You're resetting the state that makes overthinking possible. The goal isn't to stop thinking deeply. Deep thinking is what makes you effective and aware. The goal is to know when analysis is serving you, and when your brain is just running a loop that was never going to reach a conclusion anyway. Overthinking isn't a character flaw. It's an intelligence that hasn't learned when to stop. And that, like everything else, is a skill you can develop. You probably already know which decision you've been overthinking. Pick one of the 3 tools. Apply it this week. Subscribe for more videos on how your mind actually works and how to work with it, not against it. Drop a comment. What's the one thing you keep overthinking?